The video footage is lost.
How do you delete the footage?
I'm going on another amazing adventure.
The great philosopher Harold Skip Mitchell once said the real reason that guys grew their hair long in high school was to hide the fact that they had headphones in their ears. I'm also going to add unauthorized piercings to that list. We're at Boomtown Kitchen along the Ohio River just across from Louisville, Kentucky. We're in New Albany, Indiana. You got the BLT? Mm-hmm. Ashton got some wings and I got the Alfredo pasta, so we'll see how good it is. How are your wings?
Good.
Your BLT, dear?
Really good.
My Alfredo is very good as well. And we're just going to take our sweet old time right now because the train has prevented us from getting to the Riverwalk. No skating or bicycles on amphitheater property. For the record, we do not condone climbing over a train that is stopped on the tracks. That being said, we were told by several locals that that's pretty much the only way to get through here when the train comes to a stop like it did. If you want to get to the Riverwalk and the park and the amphitheater and all that fun stuff, then really the only way to do that is to climb. And there were people climbing that. So apparently it's just a common thing here. For the record, I did not make her climb over the train. I did not make her walk all the way back to the park. I told her to stay put right here in the shade until I, as the chivalrous person that I am, drove all the way around to the other end of the entrance of the park to pick her up. So the next time that you complain about me not being chivalrous, Culbertson Mansion up there. Question is, can you get through up there? I highly, highly doubt it. But let's see. Well, no, but it is moving. Should we wait this out or should we circle around?
I guess wait it out. I mean, since it's super close and I don't want to go down to a whole nother town while he's still here.
Be sure to check out Mansion Row in New Albany, including Culbertson Mansion, once owned by William Culbertson, who at one point was the richest man in Indiana, having both business and political interests.
Over the years, the museum has changed hands a number of times, including once serving as an American Legion post. In recent years, it has been carefully restored to as close as possible to how it would have looked during William Culbertson's ownership.
Some of the murals that you'll see on the ceilings in each room are absolutely spectacular. That includes a great deal of very detailed decorations, literally from floor to ceiling.
I love these rugs. Can we have them at our house?
Probably not for what they actually cost.
At one point, the American Legion had painted over all of that detail, and they've had restorers come in and actually uncover all of that underneath the paint.
Today, you can tour the mansion in its restorative state, although there are still a few areas of the mansion that are either not completely restored or are off limits to the general public. That's because this is still a work in progress, but as you can see here, they're definitely making progress.
It's still a very interesting piece of Indiana's history on New Albany's Mansion Row.
Hey, do you have the footage for the Howard Steamboat Museum? I can't find it anywhere.
Why would I have it?
I don't have it anywhere. I thought I downloaded it, but apparently I don't have it.
I don't do anything with that. That's all you.
I've checked all the SD cards. I've checked the computer. I don't have it.
You didn't delete it, did you?
I hope not. Did you get any pictures of it?
Yeah, I got a ton of pictures.
All right, we're gonna have to send them to me. We're gonna have to use that because the video footage is lost.
How do you delete the footage?
I've got 6 different SD cards here.
We have enough SD cards to film all year and never have to upload it and delete it.
Well, apparently I did, so...
You hoard music like no other, but stuff on an SD card.
Hey, we have to reuse these, okay? I went through and made sure that everything was saved. I just missed that particular portion of it.
Again, we had enough SD cards that we could have went all summer.
Do you want to film from now on? I'd be more than happy to give you the camera.
I'm just saying, you didn't have to delete everything off of there until you were certain.
I was certain. I made a mistake. Sue me.
All right, I just sent them to you.
All right, we'll put them together here, but we're going to still have to explain kind of what we're watching here.
All right.
All right, so since we don't have any video footage, we're going to use the pictures that Emily took. So you get to tell everyone what we're looking at.
This is the Howard Steamboat Museum. It was owned by the Howard family, who established Howard Steamboat factories. The house was built across the street from the factory so they could conduct their business and, well, you know, see the factory.
And the factory still does stand across the street, although it is not currently active. Now, today, if you want to see the museum, you can go in through the back entrance. What's really interesting about this is that the museum essentially went straight from the family into becoming a museum. Aha, look, see, I told you I recorded it.
And it actually shows recording on there?
Yeah, I just don't know what I did with it. After the business transferred, it was the widow of the owner at the time, right?
Correct.
She converted it into a museum. And then she lived, what, upstairs?
Yeah, she lived in a upstairs like apartment as she would, because she was the one actually doing the tours and stuff until she passed.
And that's really interesting because most of these places have been transferred several times, and by the time they do become a museum, they have to be restored and go through all of these different changes. This stuff, like, you're seeing mostly original furniture, and believe me, it's original. Would you want to sit on that chair?
No.
And I think they said that cast iron hat hook was several hundred pounds.
Yeah. Well, I mean, almost everything in this house was built by the steamboat builders.
Now, the house did have its fair share of issues. In 1937, it was partially submerged by the Great Flood of the Ohio River. Also, look closely at the railings on this main staircase. They are not identical. One of them had to be completely rebuilt and recreated after an explosion in the basement led to a fire that went straight up the main staircase and foyer. Same thing with this mantel here. The color's not quite 100% because it had to be recreated as well. But by and large, what you see is still the original house.
It was interesting, though. The majority of the stuff in the rooms, nothing was harmed in those because they would keep the doors closed. The fire wasn't able to spread throughout the house. So a lot of the stuff was miraculously saved.
Now, how would you like to wear that in this 100-degree heat we've been having lately?
Nope, ain't happening.
Why not? It's not like you can't wear a second dress under your first one, right?
That's way too much material. Way too hot.
What about the corset?
Nope, ain't doing that either.
Man, women had it like high maintenance back then.
I'll tell you what, I wear that, you wear that.
That's like a straight up long johns.
Please tell me these were their winter clothing.
They had a lot of really nice ornate furniture, plenty of space. This house was 3 stories and a basement, but even looking at their bathroom, especially for the time, having indoor bathrooms, number one, but it was massive.
Mm-hmm.
I think the bathroom was actually bathrooms. There was one with a toilet, and then a completely separate room that was just huge, wide open, with a bathtub with a shower, a sit-in tub.
They had like sitz bath.
I mean, it has a dual vanity. But that's the size of a bedroom.
Yeah. Well, back in those days, they probably had lots of housemaids, too, that would follow them and dress them and, who knows, bathe them, too.
I'll decline the sponge bath. But again, a lot of this, what you're looking at, is stuff that was actually there because the museum never went through any transfer to other owners. It went straight from the family into becoming a museum.
And a lot of their stuff was just absolutely phenomenal. Like, you have to go through it yourself to really get an idea for just how much effort was put into the little things. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to check out our other videos from the New Albany and Jeffersonville area, including our bike ride along the Ohio River Greenway, our tour of the abandoned Rose Island Park, and a surprise vintage RV rally at Charlestown State Park. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Join us next week as we head to our next stop on the Ohio River Scenic Byway.
I need another amazing adventure.